Good evening, guys. This is George here again, and this is a little AR. I'm going to do the best of my ability to explain to you what happened for Beyond Valor Scenario 1. So what is happening here is the Finns are fighting the Soviets. Yep, it's the Finnish against the Soviets. So it's the first parachute regiment of the Finns versus the remnants of the 131st Border Battalion. Um, Takes place in a place I cannot pronounce, Terijoki, September 2nd, 1941. So in order to win this scenario, what you need to do is exit more squads than the opposing player from the south edge of the board right here. And the Russian sets up first. Of course, the Russian sets up concealed, and the Finns start first. They move first. Now, the biggest blunder, you can see uh, the setup a little bit more closer here. Oops, here we go, right there. And I have a couple of second levels here of this building, and I had some MG set up to try and counter any retreat. However, you have smoke here, and also in ASL, you have more than one blind hex depending on the height of the obstacle. So let's go to the next slide and see what happens. My major mistake in turn 1 was I prep fired. You do not want to prep fire. You want to fire in the defensive fire phase and move during your player turn because it's a race to the edge of the board. I did manage to score a couple of hits, but um, morale checks, you have self rallies in ASL, and getting a KI is short to impossible, if not outright likely. So here is the result of my mistake by the end of turn 2. As you can see, the Russian player has already managed to use bypass movement to retreat well away from my units here. Now I'm having fun because I am advancing. I am learning how to use bypass movement. I've used dash on this area of the board here, and I'm not in that bad shape yet. Okay, next. Uh, well, I may have reversed the order of the pictures here, but okay, Axis turn 3. We can see that the Russian player is well on his way to victory. I've made further advance, but I still haven't made it to the half side of the board, and it's turn 3 out of 7. And going down staircases is not easy. Um, I captured a prisoner, but a lot of good that will do you. Already, you have the Soviet player retreating quickly and baiting me here to confront him. I lost a squad here and ended up generating a half squad here due to the withering fire that caught me a bit off guard. I have advanced quite a few troops here, but um, nothing uh, that can effectively hinder these people, these squads here, or the squads that have already retreated such a long way back. But we continued the game just for the fun of it. It was really enjoyable. Ally turn 5. As you can see now, the Russian player is close to his victory location. And in terms of me advancing, I have this hindrance here, and my squads may be close to the half end of the board, but I wouldn't be able to advance against the wall of units here. So I believe that's all she wrote. We called it a night at this point. And the moral of the story is, long story short, when you're playing this scenario, prep fire is your greatest enemy. Keep moving and fire if you can during defensive fire phase, but never during your player prep fire phase. Uh, Comments or questions, guys, leave them below, and thanks for watching. Good night.